Can you do a Randy Savage show?
I tried to. Oh yeah, it's not very good, is it?
That's not good.
Well, I gotta hear. If I could hear him, I'd do it. Snapping over, Slim Jim.
Do the impression.
I can't.
Oh, well, you're making other people.
Oh, I could do it. Oh yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Let's get dumb and have some fun. Let's get dumb and have some fun. Let's get dumb and have some fun. Get dumb and have some fun.
Welcome to Let's Get Dumb, the podcast where I, comedian Joe Kilgallen, and comedian Jonah Jerkins like to ask dumb questions, tell dumb stories, make dumb lists, and just have a dumb old time with you. We got a very special one in store for you today. I'm not even going to ask him how he's doing because I know how he's doing. He's fucking feeling good.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm a little surprised you really jumped into that one quickly.
Well, we were doing a lot of goofing around, a lot of banter.
Yeah, we were having a little podcast before the podcast, and then all of a sudden Joe's like, okay, I'm ready to go. Welcome everybody to, and I'm like, I don't even fucking know what's happening right now.
That's how it goes, man.
Yeah, dude, you're a constant professional.
I try. You know what? We're feeling good. We're looking good. We got a fun one in store for you guys, the listeners.
I'm excited,
It's timely
Joe.
right now. We got to make chicks wet and dicks erect. You know what I'm saying? So
Whoa, did you come up with that?
I did. I wrote that.
Did you really?
8 years ago.
That's a good one.
I riffed in a joke.
Right.
Thank you.
I like I like to excuse my drinking because I say if I'm out drinking, I ain't home thinking.
That's a good one too.
That's a good one, right? Yeah.
Shirts for Let's Get Dumb.
Shirts? Yeah.
People buy shirts that say
Hug
that.
Squad?
Oh, squad. You just heard the voice of our producer, who is now on the right side of the camera today. The one, the only James Austin Black.
Yeah, this is my episode.
This is your
yeah.
episode.
Been waiting very long.
You've been pushing for this episode.
Let's go.
We're excited. It's an exciting week. It's WrestleMania week.
WrestleMania, yeah.
Why are you doing that voice?
It was kind of Vince McMahon-y.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You do your Vince McMahon.
I don't really want to do anything right now. Is that close? You're fired.
Okay, all right.
Is that good? Is that close?
He's got a lot of memes. Doesn't
Oh,
he?
yeah, he's
yeah.
the meme king.
He's like the meme
Yeah.
king.
Have you seen the one of him like having an orgasm in a chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, we said this way.
So good. If you've actually watched the whole sequence, it's hilarious. Where he
No
makes
face.
a girl dance and he comes his pants, basically. Yeah.
I'm
We've
doing it
all
right now.
been there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
I like
That
the
was
one-
the one with the crying one where he's like,
Do you like the one where he says
Oh,
the N-word
yeah.
on television?
yeah.
no.
He says the N-word on television,
does.
Joe. It's insane.
To John Cena.
It's crazy.
How about Do-Rag Vince? You ever seen Do-Rag Vince?
I've seen that.
We had
I've
the
seen
ECW championship. Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
we even told the listeners. So we have Austin with us now because he picked this episode out months ago. WrestleMania is going down this week.
Yeah.
This upcoming
Las
weekend.
Vegas WrestleMania.
19th and 20th.
Hell yeah.
In Vegas, Easter weekend. And you're a big wrestling guy. You're a big wrestling guy. So we're doing top 5 wrestling nicknames. Wrestling
Keeping it general
names.
for Joe, so Joe can be a part of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so I could be part of it because I was a big wrestling guy. Big time. Like I was obsessed. I did backyard wrestling.
You did.
We filmed it. We VHS
This makes
recorded
so
it.
much more sense.
Yeah.
What was your nickname? What was your nickname?
Well, I did 2 characters.
Okay.
Because we only had like 7
Can I
or 8
guess
people.
it's something Irish related?
Nope. It's
Okay.
not.
Shit, get out of town, really?
I was Joe Berg.
Oh, like Goldberg.
Like Goldberg.
Nice.
Like Goldberg, but I was Joe Berg.
Did you come up with that, or did a friend
I
come
came
up with
up
that?
with
How
that.
happy were you when you came up with that?
I was stupid happy. And then
Yeah.
I played basketball, Chicago Park District basketball. And my friends would go, when I was at the free throw line, they would chant, Joe Berg. They're trying to make
nice.
me miss like assholes.
Yeah.
And then when I'd sink them, I'd be like, fuck yeah. So then the other thing was I had a mask, a cheap Halloween mask, and I was serial killer.
Oh.
Oh.
Killer. That
Killer.
was-
Yeah. No, I heard that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was
Did
a
you?
fun
How'd you spell cereal?
Like,
Because you're a man that loves cereal.
I do love cereal.
Yeah,
So
so
I can tell you I'm a cereal
So
boy.
I was the one thing
Today?
I can say about Joe, just because I know a little bit more experience with this man and his living habits, is that this guy is a fucking serial killer. I'll tell you that. This dude demolishes boxes. We're talking boxes of cereal.
What cereal though?
all
the time, all the time.
Fruit Loops, Frosted Flakes,
Right.
Kicks,
You would like Fruit Loops.
Tricks.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I walked down. There's a street in Chicago called in the Boys Town neighborhood called Halstead, and I walked down it once with 3 boxes of Fruit Loops. And I thought, like,
Just
oh, someone's
trolling.
gonna flirt with me, and I got a couple.
Did you?
No
yeah,
way.
1 or 2 people said something.
So,
I couldn't hear him though, so I kept walking and just smiled back.
so like, if you're saying that if you're a gay man and you're really maybe struggling to get hit on, you should walk down Boys Town with a box of Fruit Loops.
That would be like
because I think they looked at me and knew I wasn't gay, but saw I was holding Fruit Loops and decided we gotta tease this guy.
Maybe
a little
maybe
bit.
this guy's a closeted man.
Because the Walgreens had Fruit Loops where they were like 2 for $5, or buy 1 get 1, or buy 2 get 1 free or something.
Do you think like, you know, like when you're in a shitty super relationship and you think it's really cute to put like petals, like rose petals from like an elevator to the door. Do you think in a gay relationship they put fruity pebbles from
Fruity Pebbles. Oh, I thought you were asking me personally if I put Fruit Loops all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might do that.
Is it kind of
Are gay guys into flowers?
I think gay guys are just into fucking.
Yeah.
You can't just assume
They're
that.
still men.
They're also into
I
like
have
Drag
a lot
Race
of-
and other reality.
I have
shows.
so many.
HGTV.
Okay, now you're just making stereotypes. But I'll
Oh,
say
sorry, you're the one that said they only
because
fuck.
you know why?
they are
Because
most
I
into
have
that.
so many fucking gay friends, and it is incredible. You think the stereotypes are like really into food? No, really into dressing nice. I mean, they do dress nice, but no, what they're really into just fucking entering each other. It is.
I think they're overrated
adorable.
dressers, by the way.
Huh?
I think they're overrated dressers.
I agree.
Yeah.
But you know what they're not overrated being? Fucking hot as shit. These gay men are.
They're ripped.
It's a sin how hot they are.
So
It's
they're more into like working out, I'd say, and brunch.
working
What
out.
about brunch?
dudes.
It's
Dudes.
brunch, working out, poppers, and fucking
Poppers, yeah.
Yeah, poppers and mimosas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Fucking each other.
Staying hairy?
No, that's some. That's
Female
that-
pop stars they love.
Oh, they do. Like
Also great.
Cher, Madonna.
Great taste in music. I've learned so much great new music because of these
what?
dumb gays. Sorry. Christine and the Queens, love them. So good, very good stuff. Other things I can't think of right now. Chapel Roan.
Rolling.
They like Chapel.
Pink Pony Club. Yes,
The
please.
Village People?
Dude, now you're going low.
Yeah, known Trump supporters, the Village People.
Low hanging fruit.
Are they
there.
really known Trump supporters?
They performed YMCA at his
I thought they
rally.
didn't. I thought they were
I
just
think
like,
they just
sold. They
needed a
didn't
gig.
know.
Yeah.
I thought they just like.
I think that too, but like you just don't do that without like actually.
Austin, you'd be surprised how cheap it is to get some like kind of like at one time famous
I know,
artists.
but they know that they're going to be.
You can
now
get the Yang Gang
associated as
twins
that.
for like $5,000.
I know, but if you take them to like some like KKK rally, they're not going to just take it
You don't think the Yin Yang twins will take $5,000 from a KKK?
from the official the wizard? No,
Right.
I don't think so.
That's two more K's than theirs. Then is there. Then let me take that again.
Stop
Can I take that
it,
again,
stop
please?
it.
Can I take that? Okay.
Good job, Joe. Control this. Control this man. He's tweaking out on us.
Well, before we get into the top 5 wrestling nicknames, though, I figured I would ask you two. Both. This is a question for the two of you. I almost wish you guys were sitting next to each other for this.
We talked about that.
Yeah, we
Well-
kept you in the middle so that way you can be in shot
Yeah.
while we talk.
I like that.
We don't want to talk over you.
Makes sense. So, as someone who was diehard wrestling fan for a long time and then fell out of it, why should I be a wrestling fan? Why should I be following right now in the year 2025?
Joe, I'm so happy you asked that question because guess what? We talked about this. And I think that's why we want to do this podcast because we also, through our reach, since we have such a huge reach, we want, don't laugh at that.
Sorry.
What I think we want to kind of spread the gospel of that wrestling isn't what you think it is. It is so much better. It is not trashy. It is an art form. It's an art form.
No, I was doing the trashy. Like it's still trashy.
It's not like it used to be.
Jonah,
though.
we went together.
Did you fart again?
Yeah, but it's
Oh.
Okay.
but it's not like it used to be. My point is like when we came up, like during your wrestling years. I mean, it was just like bikini matches and whipped cream and
Oh,
Vince
the
McMahon
Attitude
saying
Era?
the N-word everywhere. You know what I mean? Like it's not like that anymore. You know. I mean, do we miss the past? Sure, but like, it's just not. It's fucking boy ballet.
Oh, come on.
It's always been.
I like when
considered-
people say boy.
ballet.
I like when people
No,
say
it's a
boy ballet.
circus. It's like literally the circus.
I would call it a circus,
It's
yeah.
the circus.
But the writing is so much better now. Like it's so much more captivating. The storylines and how it's just presented in a more professional way, which I adore.
Yeah.
And I love. And it's kind of nice because they told that line of like, hey, we know that you know that this is all pre-planned, but that doesn't mean that we can fucking capture you. You know what I mean? Like
That's true.
which is kind of cool where it's like you never know like what's a shoot, which is like if it's real or not, and what's not. It's just incredible. Like Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, so the real big thing, the difference between now and then is that we all know that it's fake. They all knew back in the day, but they're like actually playing to our intelligence now of like,
Yes.
yeah, we want to be fooled. Basically is how I view it now. So I watch it because I enjoy seeing how they're going to fool me. Like whether that be a swerve in a story or like if someone jumps through fire and like, well, how the hell is he not dead? What?
Yeah, I've always looked at
Sorry.
them like
I just noticed that.
they're professional stuntmen. I tell people, I go like, because whenever there was the old joke where it's like, oh, how did he get injured? It's fake. I'm like, well, they're still throwing each other in the air.
Right.
That's not fake.
No.
You know what I mean? But like, obviously,
It's planned.
It's planned. So they
Right.
know what's going on. And you could see it. Like when you watch, you could kind of see. That's why long-haired wrestlers had an advantage because they could whisper stuff without, that's all. I figured that was part of why they grew their hair out so long.
It is.
Right?
Yeah. And also when they get punched. The
Yeah, they
whip
whip their
would
hair
look-
back.
yeah.
It makes it look more dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's what that Willow Smith song was all about wrestling.
I whip my hair back. Wow, what a really deep fucking cut you just pulled out.
Popped in there. I don't
That's
know why it
crazy.
popped in there. I apologize. I'm sorry for the listeners, but
But the main reason, like for me to like why you should watch wrestling like now, especially like for WrestleMania, this is the best time. Either the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania is where you should always start, is what I tell people.
yeah.
WrestleMania is a little more advanced because you kind of have to know the storylines. They do like a hype package before, which are usually great.
Which is incredible. It's
They
always
only
great.
have it on Peacock Premium now, though, which is bullshit. So if you have normal Peacock, you don't get the hype package, so you don't
Really?
know what the no, you don't. They cut to a normal commercial.
Oh, that's
they
stupid.
literally say every time, "We're gonna cut to a commercial," but if you had Peacock Premium, please enjoy
Oh, I hate that.
the hype up for AJ Styles, Logan Paul, or whatever.
Right.
So, but the big thing for me is that they try to fool you now, knowing that you know it's real, or like it's real / fake or whatever. To me, it's the only form of 4D entertainment really around still, where it's like you have the options of like watching it live, watching it on your television. You also have different avenues, like they have reality shows, they have animated stuff, they have
The
news.
NXT stuff is cool.
Yeah, they have a whole different like a little league basically. I hate calling it that, but it is.
It's like a farm, like baseball. You got AAA, you know what I mean? Like a minor league system.
they're all training down in Florida, and then they're all being great, and then they gauge the crowd and they bring you up to the big time or whatever.
the show.
Yeah, and then you have the other aspect of like if you see them in person, they're still basically that character.
Yeah.
But they're not. I mean, that's the difference. If you meet Tom Brady in person, he's just Tom Brady.
Right.
But if you
He's
meet
just-
The Undertaker
he's
in
just making out his
person-
kids left and right,
Yeah, he's kissing his boys
kissing
right
his
on the mouth
boys.
and his parents. Just
Yeah.
straight on the lips.
Yeah, no shirt on.
Yeah, a little tongue.
No shirt
I
on.
saw
What
the
are you
tongue.
doing, Tom?
Yeah, but you can meet people in real life and they'll play into it. Like we met Cody Rhodes, and while Cody Rhodes is like pretty much Cody Rhodes, he's still being his like suit Cody Rhodes. So you get that real life entertainment where it like comes out of the screen to you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool that like it's not just watching on TV being like, oh, they're acting like
Right.
Stone Cold got arrested again. Oh, he went to jail. It's like no, we know.
Yeah.
But now it's
even
like
when Stone Cold was on Punk'd, he still played Stone Cold.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And that's what's that's like if you went to Hamilton and then you saw the guy that played Hamilton at airport and he still is dressed like Hamilton. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pretty
Like it's
crazy.
still in there.
Manuel.
Yeah, so it's
Lin-Manuel?
real prestige energy, right? Where it's just like you are what you are, like you're gonna be the
old guy with the bowl.
old guy at the bowl.
Yeah.
It's sports entertainment. These are athletic people and they're
Yeah.
putting on a show.
And what's really crazy too is that we were talking about this earlier is that they reward you for paying attention because there's a lot of Easter eggs. But what's even better than that is that I think WWE has been really innovative with how they use social media because the last couple years, they'll like fake a fight that they know that people there will capture. You've seen that with Kevin Owens and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the fans capture that and then they put that online and that kind of blows up like, oh my God, they're actually going to fight in the background. And it's just like,
Yeah, that's like a new thing.
That's
too.
a new thing.
So that's another reason to start watching it now is that like now you're rewarded for following their Instagram and stuff.
Right.
Before it was like I missed it. What are the highlights? But now it's like oh shit, Kevin Owens turned heel. Like
Right.
his character developed outside on a smartphone and not on television.
right. That's
crazy.
that's like one of us would have captured and they just knew that someone was going to post it. I'm sure they had plants that did that.
Yeah,
but
they're the social media guy out
By
there.
the way, shout
Yeah.
out to Kevin Owens, Guns N' Roses tickets.
Guns N' Roses tickets.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Hook us
Kev.
up. Well, Cole Cabana up who hooked us up.
Get well soon. You just got neck surgery like yesterday.
Oh, well,
know,
yeah, shit,
I
get
know.
well
He's gonna
soon,
be out for like
KO.
16 months.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
But I would say this to add, and I know we've mentioned this before on the podcast, but like to add what Austin's talking about is like, yes, if you're listening to the podcast and you're like, I don't know if I'm going to get into wrestling, like either WrestleMania is a great time to get into it, because also right now there's so many videos on YouTube that can just like tell you the storylines that are happening.
They have 100 million subscribers on YouTube.
Right.
Wow.
A lot of people don't have that. They are like first to market there.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
were the only people that stayed around during COVID. They didn't take a week off.
Right.
They didn't shut down.
No.
they
They just did matches without crowds, right?
yes, and they were the first people to like do that because they
Right.
were like,
Which is
fuck
one
it.
of
Well,
the reasons why they're so.
Vince is crazy.
Right.
Maybe he shouldn't have done that, but
And they were the first to like really understand how important past the God damn it, the old footage is, because they were like the first to have an app.
Oh, like the streaming service.
The streaming service,
Yeah,
yes.
WWE Network opened in 2012. I remember that. And
Yeah.
I was like, this is fucking crazy.
It was insane. It was $10, and you get all the pay-per-views for free. But more importantly, they had like all the matches from the 80s and 90s, because like that's what Vince McMahon did when he bought out WCW. He knew how important their video library was.
Yeah.
The shirts.
That's the
Pretty genius.
wherewithal that fucking top head shitter is.
Well, let me ask you. Yeah, he's crazy, but he's obviously a good businessman. Let me ask you guys this though, because I remember maybe 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago, a lot of people I knew who were big WWE fans were complaining about WWE.
Yeah. No.
Saying it was terrible. It sucks. It's a bad product. Then AEW came around, and not that AEW ever went past WWE, but I feel like having that competition
Yes.
is important, because during the
They
Monday Night
demolished them.
Wars, that both products were great.
Mhm.
There was a good couple years there where WWE was amazing and WCW was amazing. Then once WWE got
that's when
so
we all
big-
got into wrestling too. Yeah.
Then WWE got so big and WCW just horrible finances. Watch the documentary, everybody. It's such a great documentary of like WCW, why it failed and all that. Because basically the inmates were running the asylum. There was no, Kevin Nash was booking his own matches and stuff. It was crazy.
Hulk Hogan.
And they were throwing money at all these people, and they were giving people $3 million contracts and not requiring them to do anything. That's what was the most frustrating thing, is being a WCW
They
fan.
had creative control too. That's where they fucked up.
Yeah, so they fucked up bad there. Where you'd watch and be like, man, that was a great match. And then you wouldn't see that guy for another 6 months. And you're like, what the fuck happened to them? And like, I went on vacation. And like, they had storylines that went nowhere because one of the wrestlers just wouldn't show up. They weren't on every week. They weren't, it was
Yeah,
brutal.
none of the actual good talent could go up because they were all being like, they had to make way for Scott Hall. Well, not Scott Hall. That's a bad example. For Hulk Hogan, for Macho Man.
Yeah, they held on to
for
the
all these
old guys
fucking
too.
people.
They held on to the old guys too long. They didn't develop their young talent enough, and they had a lot of great young talent, because that young talent then jumped ship to WWE
Oh, then they
and
made
blew
it in
up.
WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Eddie
Jericho, Eddie
Yeah.
Guerrero,
Jericho.
all those guys, Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, some stuff like that. So I just know that competition is always good. When WCW or WWE, I should say, monopolized, where they had ECW and then they bought out WCW.
Kinda knew
It was
would be
fun
downfall.
for a little bit, but
Yeah.
you knew the downfall was coming.
Right.
And it became a downfall. It was
Yeah.
very boring for a while.
Yeah.
And that's when I left it.
Yeah.
So you guys are telling me I should come back now.
Well, yes, because I left it as well, and then we have a mutual friend, Marty. He's been on the podcast.
Marty Rosa has
Marty,
been on the
yeah,
podcast,
Marty Rosa, who, I mean, has made a living following wrestling.
Yeah.
And we moved in for a little bit, and he was, and you're trying to become friends with your roommate, and he loved wrestling, and I was just like, all right, man, I used to love it when I was a kid, because my stepdad made me stop watching it because he was like an ex-wrestler, basketball player, football player. He was like, this is fake. He didn't believe in it because I didn't believe it was sport.
We should finish this and we'll talk about the fake thing.
Yeah.
I think that's
so then I stopped watching it. So then I got into it with Marty, and I got into it more than I ever have, because as an adult, I also appreciate what they're doing. I appreciate the athleticism as a performer. It's incredible watching some of these people
On the mic?
control the audience, which is incredible. And to go back to what you guys are saying too, it's hard because it's you have to have that weird conversation if you're dating somebody when you're in your 30s and fucking 40s now, where you're like, hey, just let you know, I'm a big wrestling fan,
Yeah, you can't put that on your Hinge profile.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you can't. Well, because people will then be like, oh, you like the Olympics wrestling? It's like,
Yeah.
no, I don't
No,
like
no.
that boring fake shit.
Yeah,
No.
and the problem is, yeah. And the problem is, I don't like that gay shit.
I don't do that. No.
And the problem is it's just that stigma from the early aughts, right? That it's this trash bullshit. And then, my girlfriend now, who's a huge sports fan, tried to get into it watching. And then I was like, you just got to go live. So then that's when I went to my first Royal Rumble, which we've talked about many times on here. But then I took her to that Royal Rumble, and then she literally walked out being like, I think I'm a wrestling fan. And I go, it's just so captivating being there, which is why I think if you want to get back into it, let's have a threesome.
Oh,
at
your
a
girlfriend
wrestling
also
match.
loves the band Tool.
She loves Tool.
Loves Tool, which makes sense that you
There's-
love wrestling.
there's
There's
crossover.
crossover.
There's
Yeah,
crossover.
yeah.
There's
a lot
the
of
Venn
crossover.
diagram. There's an overlap. But before you have your thought here, I wanted to throw this out there. You guys can give me some advice. So I have 2 sons, 8 and about to be 6.
You should get rid of them. You're right. Is that what you're gonna ask?
Yeah.
You should pawn them off. Yeah.
I was going to ask at what age, because I'm worried, because we got a friend who, AEW is going to be in Chicago for a month.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about hitting up our buddy to be like, can I get some tickets?
Yeah.
But I'm worried that they're going to watch it like it, and then I'm gonna have to worry about them breaking their friends' necks
That's a
because
good
they're
point.
trying moves on them, and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So remember,
yeah.
you hit an age when you were a kid.
I
you're like,
dislocate
this
my
is
shoulder
awesome.
doing that.
Yeah,
Fake
dude.
wrestling.
I gave it when I did the backyard wrestling. I gave my one buddy, one of my best friends, shout out Michael Pecco, stitches right across his eyebrow.
Right.
Because I went to hit him with a crate, and my hand kind of slipped, and like I flicked the crate instead of like having control with it.
Yeah.
It's like a milk crate.
So maybe WWE more than AEW? Because AEW, they put
No, I
needle
mean,
bats in people's backs.
Oh,
I mean, it just depends. Like,
Maybe I won't take them then. They're too young, I think. Maybe
No,
a few
8's not
years.
too young. I mean,
Wait, no, I got
I got
into
into
it when
wrestling
I
at
was 7.
4. Yeah.
I got
Oh,
into
wow.
it when I was 7.
8 and 6 are the ages.
No, I think that's the perfect age.
I think so, too.
Also, you just can't, like, it's not a Santa thing. You gotta be upfront and be like, hey, this is like a circus. I can't remember how I was pitched to it because I knew right away it was not like these people are not actually killing each other. But what captivated me was like, well, how are they not? The Undertaker's dropping his whole 300-pound frame on Batista's chest on the ring apron. How the hell is like that's what captivated me. Like, how are they doing this?
Yeah.
So I think if you try to pitch it that way, like, hey, this is going to be a lot of fun. Like, you know, the music, the pyro. You know, some people might go through tables. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to know that these are like fucking Olympic athletes, basically gymnasts.
Yeah.
And it's my favorite part of it is what I like to do is I go down a rabbit hole of watching videos of wrestlers saving other wrestlers from being hurt, because like that's the thing is right, like a lot of times like you're taking more of a bump when you're giving somebody else a move because you're trying to protect that person, and that's what's like really cool is that like it is like you are building a story together and you're faking it like you hate each other, you know, even though like you have to kind of, and that's which is interesting too, is like even when they hate each other, they're still like wanting to protect each other.
Yeah,
'Cause that's
or
the
else,
thing.
yeah, you're a felon.
Oh,
Yeah.
so many times when people are like jumping off the ropes and they just slip by accident, and the other guy's like, whoa, and they catch them, is like it's incredible.
It's incredible.
I want to watch that. I want to go out.
It's really good. It's
Yeah. And botches too. I love watching botches.
I like botches
'Cause
as
you-
long as nobody gets hurt.
Well, then you gotta learn like what they did wrong, so
Yeah.
that I can do it.
You ever
Yeah.
see when Kevin Nash tried to do the power bomb to the Big Show?
Oh yeah.
He like drops him on his neck, basically.
yeah.
That looked
Or Undertaker when he tries to jump over the ropes and lands on his head.
Oh, you
Ugh.
killed that camera guy.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 25. So
Yeah.
awesome. What a
Yeah.
great moment. But no, I really think like that's the perfect age, honestly. Especially now because it's like back then it was way more kid. Like, hey,
It was.
hey kids, like
And it was like
by
good
the
and
action-
evil back then too.
yeah. Now it's
which I
more
think is more.
like they still do that because Cody Rhodes is all about, hey kids, you
Yeah.
know, buy your toys and shit. But like,
Buy a
but now
Rolex.
John Cena's beating the shit out of a guy with a Rolex and punch him in the balls, like and choking him with a tie.
Yeah.
So it's still got that like adult edge to where if you watched it, you would be like, oh, The Rock, you know, The Rock's
Yeah.
there and all that. But yeah, and they have more luchadors now. Those are always kid orientated. So I think now's the time to
Yeah.
do that. AEW's got a guy named Will Ospreay who
Incredible.
anyone in the world should go fucking watch him live. He's the greatest person I've ever seen live. So AEW is perfect for that.
nice. All right, cool. I'm excited about
Yes,
it.
Take
Especially if
kids.
it's free. Just fucking go, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm not, is it free? You think he's gonna hook it up for free?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you ask
we,
him,
we got somebody on the inside.
yeah, we know,
Yeah, so good.
we know. I got a whole wall.
Inside
Yeah.
man.
Dude, can we talk about real quick before we do this about
course,
how what are your thoughts on like people calling it fake though?
Oh well, 'cause I think it's, you know what it is. I have the same thoughts when people call wrestling fake as I do when someone says, "Oh, you know, nothing's free." It's like, well, we know that, dumbass. Like when someone says, like, you know, not to get political on the podcast, but when someone says, "Oh, we should have free health care," someone goes, "Well, it's not free." It's like, well, yeah, taxes fund you,
Yeah.
dumb. We know that. So
Yeah.
when it's a grown man saying wrestling's fake, I want to be like, we know.
Yeah.
Everyone fucking knows. You're not breaking news right now. You're just being a dick.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
aren't watching. Like,
Or when you're on stage and
Nobody's-
someone's like, that story's not real. You're like, of course it's not 100% real.
I'm a comedian. We're
I'm
telling
a
jokes.
fucking comedian.
Be
Yeah.
funny, dumb
Right.
fuck. That's no. I hate those people because, again, if you're unless you're a kid, kids are kids. But if you're a grown adult and you're trying to tell another grown adult, "Why do you watch this? It's fake." You're a very stupid person.
You
I
know
feel
what,
like.
Joe? It's real to me, goddamn
Because-
it. It's
right,
real
yeah.
to me, okay?
One of the best
Because
clips ever.
even grown
it's real to
adults
me,
are
okay?
walking out. What's that clip from?
Oh, it's a guy, it's an NWA guy. So like NWA is still around and it's like it's the old 70s shit, and that's when they were like, no, this is real. You
Which
have
one
to
is
sing.
Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins own?
He owned
What does he own?
he owned TNA, didn't he?
No.
Billy Corgan?
Yeah.
I think it was
Smashing Pumpkin.
TNA, right?
Yeah.
Does he own TNA?
That sounds the
because he still has a promotion. He still has events. And
Yeah,
Was
it's
it
turned into something
MLW?
else. It's Impact now. It's Impact now, but yeah.
Yeah. Or is it MLW?
I think it's TNA. I
might
think it
be
was
TNA.
TNA, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't
It's still
think
TNA
that's
still
right.
around. It's
Everyone
great.
watching this on YouTube is getting mad at us right now.
So
for
many
getting
people.
wrong.
But to me, like, because I still get that. You know, I'll tell people, like, oh, so like the fake wrestling? And I'm like, yeah, you know, like, yeah, it's on par with it. Yeah, I watched the fake Breaking Bad. Like, yeah, it's a fucking TV show.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it doesn't make any sense.
And
To me, it
the
doesn't make any
fake
sense
Star
to call
Wars.
it fake because it's like, what does that mean?
Right.
Like, is what I'm seeing not real? Like, it's,
Right.
I can go see it live. I can't actually go see Breaking Bad live. That's more fake than this.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a TV show.
Yeah, it's
just a show. It's a television
Yeah,
show.
it's like too like because of sports. I'm like, you think sports is not fake? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
like,
that's a different debate for sure.
that's
Yeah.
insane. But it's just like
Sports are real, but are you talking about like referees
yeah,
in the NBA?
Yeah,
cheating?
yeah, 100%. And because of like a flop. Shut up.
Yeah, shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. Yeah, that was the hardest thing with my girlfriend. She just could not. She would watch it. She was trying. She was really trying, but it was just like, I don't get it. And I'm like, you just gotta like let yourself go. Like, it's like, yeah, it's like if you watch the movie The Titanic, and you're like, Leo didn't really die. And you're like, of course he didn't really fucking die. Like,
Jack's not in the fucking real Titanic.
Well, I've had to tell
Right.
my kids about like movies and stuff like that. I'm like, they're actors. This guy does the voice for this person. He's in this show. Like, yeah. So I'll probably, if I take him to wrestling, I'll just say, look, what you're going to see is going to be cool. It's going to be awesome, like you said, but it's all pretend. They all know they're going to do stuff. They're just really good. It's like a play, but it's awesome.
Yeah, but you don't know how it ends. And it's fun.
Yeah.
I do like the videos of like when wrestlers bring their kids around that same age, 8 and 6. So you're doing like, it's okay, daddy's fine, and then they get like cut up and bled up,
And they're like, hey.
like the Mick Foley thing when he's just like, no, I'm okay. They're like, Dad, your tooth is out of your nose right now,
Yeah,
and it's just
geez.
like be a little different.
Well, when I did backyard wrestling, we would do the thing, what's it called? Blading.
Yeah.
You bladed?
Yeah.
Cool.
If you look at my forehead, you could see some lines. I scarred my forehead a little bit.
Oh, I just
See a
want to
couple
do
lines.
Yeah, I want to do a line.
That's
off that line.
respect, brother.
Yeah. Oh, we were
Taking
fucking
one
for real.
for the
dude.
entertainment.
We
For
took
anyone
that
or just
shit.
for fun?
For the
We
for the
had
video.
a few people would watch, but we'd film us for video.
Yeah, it's for
we
the
filmed
Oh, I
them
missed that
all.
part. Okay.
Anything
Yeah,
for
man.
video.
Sorry, I missed that part. Jesus Christ, guys, I'm sorry.
Literally everything I've ever done
wish I still had the
physical
footage.
is
I
all
could probably
wrestling
find it.
related. It's like when I
Yeah, you're
did the
big- yeah,
falling
yeah.
off the stage thing, it was all wrestling. Like anything I do, basically my whole gimmick is like I like doing things and making people like, oh, that wasn't real. Or was that real? Is that guy serious? And I'm like, it's all wrestling. That's why I did my whole
Oh, damn, you do that.
yeah, my whole final project in college for my speech class was like why wrestling is in the real world. And then I broke down like Trump winning the 2016 election because
Yeah.
I told I was in journalism at that time. I told mom, I was like, well, he's going to win. And they're like, no, he's not. I'm like, no, he's a Hall of Famer. He's a WWE Hall of Famer. Like, he knows the
Why
business.
is he though? Why is he a WWE Hall of Famer? Just because he's friends with Vince?
Well, he like hosted like a couple episodes of Raw. They had a whole storyline where he bought Raw. Then there was no. I used to love.
Shaved his head for him. Or
Listen, I used to love Donald Trump because to me, when he was portrayed to me as a child, he was the guy who bought Raw, made it ad free, gave away money in the crowd, and put on the best matches, and Vince was pissed about it. That's the whole storyline.
I see.
He on my first ever WrestleMania, he was one of the main events where it was him and Vince, and they each had a person, Umaga and Bobby Lashley. Whoever won got to shave the other billionaire's head.
Yeah.
So it was like Battle of the Billionaires.
And shit, Vince.
That was
said
my
it.
first fucking wrestling thing I ever watched.
Really?
Was that whole
Oh.
show?
What's your first wrestling thing, Joe? That's a good question. So that's a good thing to bring up. What's your first wrestling?
Oh, when I was really little, I remember watching Brutus the Barber Beefcake
Yeah.
versus Hogan.
Great name.
Yeah. Oh, see, we're foreshadowing our thing here. And then I kind of
The Immortal Hulk Hogan. Great name.
Calm down.
and
Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Great name.
also
Calm
a great
down.
name. Yeah, so I got into it around that part of my life, early 90s, and then didn't watch it for a while. And then during the Monday Night Wars, I got into it. The whole
Yeah,
NWO saga. Although I wasn't there at the beginning. I think like 97, 98, I started watching again. I was
Those are
really
the perfect
into that.
years right there.
Oh,
I mean,
they were so good back then.
N64's WCW versus NWO Revenge was a big part of why I
Video
love
games help
wrestling.
a lot.
Great game. Video games definitely do help a lot. You're right.
I don't remember when I got into wrestling. Like I feel like it was always there. I was in love with Hulk Hogan in a way where I wanted him to be my dad, and I'd really try to convince my mom to basically fuck Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure she would have loved it if it would have known we have a
No
mutual.
convincing there.
Huh? I know we have a mutual friend. Well, she was more into Diesel, Big Sexy.
Cool.
She's a
Great
huge Kevin
nickname.
Nash fan. Like I remember the first time, like when I was watching WCW, and he was on, and my mom walked in. She was like, "Oh," I was like, "Mom," and then it sounded like this: squish, 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 because she was wet. Squish, squish, squish. That was her feet because her.
Her pussy's dripping down. Her
Thank you
legs.
for saying that.
Cool. The
Yeah.
juice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know how your
know
mom's.
what's piss-
You know how your mom's pussy gets
You're
wet.
so gross. You know what I
But no,
don't
seriously,
like
you know how your
that- or
mom's pussy gets
they
wet?
stopped doing this though, right? For a while, where they would say someone's height and weight, and you're like, that's not their fucking height and weight. Or they made them way bigger, which I know the NBA does a little bit, and the NFL probably lies about some weights too.
I
but-
honestly think they did stop because I can't tell you what Cody Rhodes is or anyone. Because I used to memorize it because as a kid you would hear that and be like, "Oh, he's 6'3". But now, no, they drop. I think they just say a nickname. You've championed. If your nickname, your championship, your name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I remember Kevin Nash for a while was like listed at like
7 something.
7 feet even or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then now they're like he's like 6'8", 6'9". Like, you know what I mean? Which
Dude.
is still fucking huge. But like the Big Show when he was the giant in WCW was listed at 7'4", 500
Yeah.
pounds, which everyone's like, no, he's really like 7'1".
If you want to see fun pictures, look up Kevin Nash tiny legs. That dude's got the tiniest legs in the world. It is. I guess he's really embarrassed about it, but like
Wait,
he's
Is that
got.
why he always
pulled
wore
his
pants?
quads.
That's why he always wear pants all the time because his legs are like little chicken legs. It's crazy.
That's really funny.
Have you ever seen that?
No, but
Oh
that's why
my
he pulls
God.
his. The joke is that he pulls his quads all the time.
Right.
Which
Because
he'll
has
just
no
start
quads.
walking across the ring and then he'll just collapse.
Yeah.
It's happened a couple times.
Yeah, 'cause
Still
he has
my
no quads.
favorite in his prime. My favorite entrance was just him stepping over the top rope.
That's a sweet move.
Yeah.
So dope.
I love that move.
Especially since he was like actually good looking. Usually the people who do that look like fucking monsters.
Yeah.
But he actually looked like a normal guy who just was tall.
Yeah,
So good for him, right?
yeah, tall, thin guy.
I like the John Cena slide. Every time he hits that slide, I'm like, how do you
Oh,
do
like
that?
yeah, where you,
How
yeah.
do you just slide like that? Like,
Doesn't burn the shit out of your
doesn't
nipples.
it burn? Yeah, it doesn't burn the shit out of your legs.
Remember when Edge would do that and then he would hump the ring and then stand up?
Yeah.
Pretty legendary.
Did Rey
Yeah.
Mysterio have that cool thing where he would kind of jump through the ropes? I loved it when people would
that's a
try to.
6'1".
Sakara.
When people
Was
would try,
Sakara-
Rey Mysterio had the move. This is definitely a Rey Mysterio Jr. move, where they would like throw the guy off the ropes or Irish whip him off the ropes, whatever they called that move, and he would just slide. But Irish whip is a fucking thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, no. My point is, in my head, I was like, Joe, you were a backyard wrestler. You should know these terms.
I know I should,
It's
right?
my-
But he would
Amateur.
jump. Rey Mysterio would jump through the
Yeah.
thing and come back right at the person. It was
Yeah.
so cool. to
Oh
watch.
yeah, he's done that.
Remember Billy Kidman? He had some fucking sick moves.
sweet,
too.
yeah.
Yeah. You know what's sad though? Like you could do a whole episode about wrestlers where it's like, guess who's dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember talking to our buddy Marty DeRosa once, and I was bringing up some of my favorite wrestlers. He's like, "You just named 4 people in a row who are all dead now." And I'm
I
like,
know.
"What?
It's
I didn't know any of
crazy.
them were dead.
That
Canyon's
John-
dead."
One of
Yeah.
my favorite videos on YouTube is the John Oliver WWE, where he like breaks down WWE and their
Yeah.
like problems with like CTE and the
Definitely.
the steroids and stuff. It's because it's really funny, but then also it is like a great explanation of like he explains how everyone's like fucked up, and he's like, but guess what? Here's a video of Vince McMahon eating someone's ass, and then he'll show that, and then he'll go back to saying dark shit, and then like, all right, and here's Vince McMahon getting slapped, and then it's really funny, and like if you really need an explanation of what wrestling is, that's probably the best video.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't like Trump anymore. I wanted to finish that.
You
point.
really been thinking about that, huh?
No, yeah, I was like, I didn't finish my point on that. Was
Right.
that like, it's crazy to me that I grew up being like, this guy is awesome. He gives money away. He made
We
Raw.
all grew up that
I don't
way.
have to watch. I know that, but like for me, through the wrestling lens,
He's
was
the
doing
guy
that-
from Home Alone 2 for me.
I know, but like he was on my wrestling. It's
Yeah.
fucking crazy to me. Also, like 2 WrestleManias in a row were held at Trump Plaza,
Oh, really?
and like I think 3 and 4. But yeah, he was just all over for me. And then all
Mm-hmm.
of a sudden, he's president. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
He's the only president to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. But
Hopefully
here's my
ever.
thing: he won't be the last.
Oh.
No, he won't.
the
He will
Rock.
not be. He will not be the last.
It
You
will be
tell me?
Batista.
It's gonna be President Roman Reigns one day. Watch.
You think Dennis Rodman?
Be president? I don't know. Yes,
I'd vote for him.
I say yes to everything. There's
Be our first
nothing-
female president.
I
That'd be
got.
sweet.
I got my phone out because we're doing our top 5 list. Everyone, today we're going to start it off soon. We're each going to do our top 5.
Yeah, and you
Are we going
guys-
to build? Let's talk about this ahead of time. Are we either going to build a consensus top 5, or we could just do our own my 5s?
I think we do this build.
We could try. I mean, I got 5 that there's no way you 2 have these. I mean, if anything, I think this should be a thing of like,
But you might like
we
convince
give
us.
our top 5s that then we could tell people to vote on which ones.
It was
is
hard for
better.
me to put this in order.
Yeah, I don't
because-
have an order for mine.
Let's just do that. I'll just do my 5s. Let's do my 5s.
And then like if we have a consensus,
And then why don't we do my 5s and then build like a ultimate 5?
yeah, we could try that. Yeah,
Right.
but I definitely think
So no
that
particular order.
If the building doesn't work, we can just be like, hey, who had the best 5?
Right.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Since I'm the novice, should I kick it off?
So was it hard for you to not just stay nostalgic?
I tried to come up with at least one new one, but I have one new,
Okay.
but it's mostly nostalgic.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with the listeners.
Yeah.
It's a lot of nostalgia, but
What about
these are classics.
Same. I kind of did actually both. I have like weirder ones, and then I have ones I thought you guys have too. But there's just some that just stick with you forever.
I didn't do any. I only did the ones that are like, this is fucking awesome, and I'm sad this is not my nickname. I don't even care whose it is, as we'll definitely see. I don't really care whose it is. I just am like, damn, that's a great nickname.
I have 7 on
paper.
here, so I have a couple that are just like I just love it.
You can do a couple honorable mentions
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
have some
Yeah,
time.
yeah. All right, Joe.
Joe.
Let's go,
All right,
Joe.
I'll kick it off.
Wrestling!
Wrestling's amazing.
There's a Wrestlemania! Welcome to...
I see what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Diamond Dallas Page.
Mm-hmm.
DDP. I got him. I love the alliteration. So much good alliteration in pro wrestling. Diamond Dallas. You got it right there.
It's alliterative. I don't know why you're giving that face, Jonah. That's alliterative.
It's alliterative. Do you think it's not alliterative?
I don't like the way you guys are saying alliterative. Alliterative?
Can you not say it?
Alliterative? Am I saying it?
Alliterative.
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 Mhm.
Alliterative. Alliterative?
Okay, Joe.
Diamond Dallas Page. I liked him because he kind of portrayed himself as like blue collar guy. He wore jeans often, and then he had his ribs taped up, and then he'd wear like a cut off sleeve shirt. I remember being like, "That's what I'd wear." He had a tattoo I liked a lot because it was the dead man's hand, like a poker tattoo.
It was crazier.
Crazy hair.
Younger than us. At his heyday. That's crazy. I believe so. And he's in his late 30s, I think.
Oh, jeez, I think you were right.
Yeah.
Oh.
He started late. That's what's
He was
really
a
great about
manager.
him.
He was a manager
That's what's
initially,
really great
yeah.
about him. He started really late. And then now he's saving wrestlers left and right.
Yeah, he cures
DDP
cancer.
Yoga, like he's being a very helpful person. And the Diamond Cutter, we've talked about this on the podcast before. It's just a sick move because you could reverse so many other people's finishers into your own finisher.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I thought it was too, like, I just kind of fell into it. I feel like he kind of, like, the way he does it is like you kind of fall into the... That's why I like the RK better because he does it.
I think he did. I think DDP does better than the RK.
No, 'cause he does that
Maybe
thing where he's
I'm
like-
nostalgic though. I don't know. Could be.
I like the diamond cutter. Looks more like it breaks your neck because he like yanks you down.
That was another reason why I took
But the
RKO?
RKO is the one you jump and fall.
True.
The diamond cutter is the one where you could fall, but it's really intended to be like a jerk, like because he yanks
Yeah, but he
you
does
down.
that thing too where he kind of like runs in the air before he drops it, and he looks silly.
Yeah, the running's a little silly. I
Yeah.
like the best one is when it's the Goldberg jackhammer and then
Yeah.
he slips backwards, twists him around, and then just drives him straight down. There's
That's
no
a good
running.
one.
So yeah, I get the running is a little silly,
Yeah.
but I like the one where it's straight
Well, I
down.
showed you the video of that one that was sick,
Mm-hmm. You did.
where he lifted the guy up into like a power bomb, but over his shoulder, and then flipped him, and then fucking
Eddie.
nailed
Yeah.
it. Eddie Guerrero. he
That
did
was
too,
called In
right?
the
Yeah.
Ring.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that clip like 2 weeks ago where he explains like Eddie just was like, "All right, put me up, and then you're gonna flip me." He's like, "All right," and then they just did.
Yeah,
it. That's fucking crazy.
The
So cool.
Randy Orton, Seth Davis. God damn it.
Oh, we're losing Jonah.
Seth Rollins.
Okay.
RKO at WrestleMania 31. They practiced before, which is an incredible move, and they couldn't hit it, and then he just called it,
Yeah,
and it ends up being like one of the most iconic RKOs ever.
Damn, that's pretty dope.
Well, I mean, yeah, practicing for wrestling sounds like it sucks.
My favorite thing that's ever happened is Seth Rollins was a bit of a naughty boy when he was with his ex-girlfriend.
Oh,
and
with his
then-
dick pics?
Yeah, and then so his girlfriend at the time finds out that he's been sending kind of erect penis pictures,
Semi.
semi-erect, and so she tweets it out during WWE.
Yeah.
During the Raw, and then somebody photoshopped Randy Orton RKO in his dick.
yeah.
That was pretty funny.
That's pretty great.
I remember that girl was like a Nazi.
Yeah,
Like, she actually
wasn't
was.
she some-
Yeah,
something
she was
that.
like a neo-Nazi.
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
Really strange.
Right.
All right, Jonah.
Dodged the bullet there. Well, the last thing I was gonna say.
Oh, more.
Well, no, because I want to.
No, let's hear it.
I want to button.
Let's
dude.
hear it.
I like Diamond Dallas Page because his name and his finisher like go together. The Diamond Cutter,
Yeah.
Diamond Dallas. There's just something cool about that, which
Yeah.
helps the name. I feel like. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Now I'm going to say that I have ones that are kind of not really well known, and then I have ones that are very well known, which I was a little afraid that we're going to overlap.
I have no well-known.
Okay. So what do you want? You want a well-known one, or you want one?
Do
that's
whatever
not?
you want, man.
Okay.
Damn it,
So
Jonah.
I'm gonna
Penetrate
do
me.
one of my favorites for the alliteration. It's gonna be Bret Hart, the excellence of execution.
Oh, good. Okay, I was worried it was gonna be the Hitman because the excellence
No.
execution is way better.
The excellence of execution is just like amazing. It's
great.
just like
And just so the listeners know, some wrestlers have multiple names.
Yes.
That's
yeah,
why.
the good ones have many. 'Cause
Many.
That means they develop.
yeah. And I will say that Bret Hart, there's something about him. I don't get it, but like I've had a lot of girlfriends that watch wrestling when they were kids, and they all had huge crushes on Bret Hart. And I had a girlfriend that got the glasses.
He's got that like Chicago rough look to him. I
Yeah.
know he's not Chicago, but he's got that like Jeremy Allen White look. Where
Yeah.
his face is kind of crooked and he's kind of like, I don't know, and then he just beat the fuck out of you at a bar. And
Yeah.
I think girls,
But I think he
girls
also put
always
the-
like, that's
he-
Joe, that's Joe's vibe.
Yeah. And you put the glasses on you. That's kind of fun.
The glasses
Yeah,
are
that was a good
cool.
gimmick,
The pink,
yeah.
you were pink.
Yeah.
At a time where tough guys didn't wear pink.
No.
Now
no,
tough
no.
dudes wear pink, but like back then,
Mhm.
if you were a dude wearing pink in the '80s, you better be tough like Bret Matt Hart.
He was fucking
because
so tough.
now you can wear pink and it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's why he
Now
was
it's
the
not cool.
excellence of execution.
I don't know if it's cool to wear pink, but it's not. You're not going to give someone shit randomly for wearing pink.
Also,
Yeah.
great tagline.
What?
The best there was, the best there is, the best there ever will be.
Yeah.
That's like one of the best.
That's another good one.
That's a great one.
Is
I
it
hate-
weird?
I hate to have to tell this, but when the Bulls beat the Utah Jazz, Game 6, 1998. the
I
next
remember
day-
that game
the-
very well.
Yeah, the next day's sports section, this guy had a column, Steve Rosenblum, and this was the first time the column went into other pages because it was just a side thing. He did jokes, and it was a picture. It said Michael Jordan says the best there is. Then on the next page, it was the same picture in the same spot of the
Oh,
paper. It
nice.
said the best there was, and then the next page it says the best there ever will.
That's
be.
amazing.
And I fucking God, I got goosebumps.
And that was like right at wrestling's heyday too.
yeah,
the
what a
fever
time.
pitch.
What a time to be alive.
Yes, and Bret Hart was probably mad.
So
Probably
mad.
pissed,
Yeah,
but he
he's
also knew
very grumpy.
Jordan's
Also,
the goat.
like that kick that Goldberg gave him. I mean, come on.
It was a stiff kick.
It was
you
a,
see that?
It was a stiff
It's the,
kick. but
the only time Goldberg ever super kicked a fucker. And then
Yeah.
he killed Bret Hart. The hell?
I thought he killed him on that spear. He did.
The spear's awesome though.
Spear's insane.
God, the spear's so good. No, he fucking.
That's the
super
one thing I
kicked
would.
him.
That's the one move I never. Did you ever take a spear when you were back at wrestling, Joe?
I would do the spears.
You do. Of course you did. Did you ever take a spear, Austin?
Yeah, I've taken all of them.
That seems like the hardest one to take.
I played
Braun
high
Breaker
school
right now?
football though, so I'm
it's
taking
it's
that.
just football tackle.
It's a football tackle, yeah.
When you
No
know,
pads on, though.
Jonah, when you know it's coming, you're like,
I'm just saying.
if you don't know it's coming, it's just gonna fucking
knocks the
It's
wind out
gonna
of
kill you. Yeah.
Whiplash you too.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got?
All right, I'm starting off real fucking strong.
Okay.
I'm gonna be doing. This is just a sweet nickname. The Pegasus Kid, Chris Benoit.
The Pegasus Kid.
Now,
His other one's good too. The Canadian Crippler.
I thought it was murder suicide.
no, it's double murder suicide.
Oh, right.
You
Okay.
stupid fuck.
Sorry.
No, but like the Pegasus Kid, I think he actually went by that in New Japan. He was in
Sweet
New
name,
Japan
though.
for a while, but now it's like his nickname, like the Pegasus Kid. I don't know what it's about. God, it's so good.
I do like Canadian Crippler too. That's a good one.
That's good. I don't like the ones that put like a country and then a thing.
Okay.
I think that's just really gimmicky.
Yeah, yeah.
But the Pegasus Kid, it's like the kid part makes me think he's an underdog, and the Pegasus giving me this like majestic vibe
Yeah.
to it. And he does. He flies in the air.
What are you doing?
I was trying to open my app and I accidentally got a notification.
okay.
Sorry, everyone.
I hate
if you
when that
heard
happens, by the way.
Isn't that the worst?
It's
dude?
the worst.
You go to open one thing and then a notification came in. And I hit that. It was
Yeah.
a TikTok
By accident?
It's at the top. Yeah.
It's at the top. It's the most fucking frustrating thing in the world.
because the notes app is near the top.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
TikTok notification was for the Let's Get Dumb fucking
Oh,
video.
okay.
That's what was Let's Get Dumb
Yeah.
video that just played for like eight.
It's
or a
infuriating
millisecond.
when it happens.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Chris
listening.
Benoit.
Had the updates coming from the bottom.
Yeah.
Why are the updates coming from the bottom?
Good point.
It's so
iPhone.
stupid. What you then I hit something by accident, and then all of a sudden I'm signing up for some fucking ad now because all I want to do is watch girls.
the jiggly tits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Chris Benoit, the Pegasus Kid, I quite like it.
I love
no matter what happened with him,
What did happen with
it's a
him?
cool name.
Okay.
Very cool name. Also crazy. He was on that WrestleMania 23 card. That was like my first show I saw, and then like that same year is when it happened. So by the time I started watching wrestling, he was already like gone, and I didn't piece it together.
Yeah.
Why he wasn't around, even though he won the United States Championship in that.
Did you like? I like Dean Malenko's Man of 1,000 Holds,
Yeah, but Chris Jericho is the man of 1,004 holds.
which is my favorite. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite.
They had a
shitty-
rivalry in WCW.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He keeps adding it. I think to this day he adds to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Dean Malenko, Chris Benoit. God, who else? They're all part of the Four Horsemen. The
Or, like,
WCW
yeah,
Four
the-
Horsemen.
the new
Steve,
Four Horsemen.
Steve Mongo McMichael.
Perry Saturn was like a part of
I
that.
loved
I thought
Perry Saturn.
I liked Saturn too, but wasn't he part of Raven's Flock, or was he,
He
even
was.
both?
Yeah, but that I'm talking about like that crew of like this
Arn
is really
Anderson.
big stars that WCW is not going to
Well,
do
the
anything
WWE,
with.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even the Four Horsemen storylines, they just kept pissing away. And then God, WCW really fucked it all up, didn't they? But Chris Benoit was very mid-card in WCW, and then he went over and became a world champion in WWE. All right, my next pick. Great start, by the way. I like that Pegasus Kid one because it's about a mainstream guy, but I forgot he had that nickname.
Yeah.
All right, this one I'm going to get shit for because it's just so damn obvious and generic. Macho Man Randy Savage. Alliteration. Macho Man. Well, come on, man. It's a cool.
Is it because you
fucking
love
name.
Macho? Because you love him so much, or because it is actually a cool name?
No, I think it's a really cool name. I was never the
Best
biggest Macho
song
Man
ever. That's one of the best fucking songs.
I just
period.
think I just thought like classic. You think about what name you would want for yourself.
Macho Man.
Someone call him like, here comes the fucking Macho Man.
Yeah, because
And then
you're
I could
really
also be
insecure.
the Nacho Man when I get fat later in life. Remember?
Oh,
that?
Nice. That's
good.
fun.
Yeah.
And then he was also the Macho King.
Yeah.
It's a nickname you can modify, and you still have the essence of the first nickname.
And then he's got the whole Macho Madness thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Macho Madness. But then he also was a minor league baseball player, which was really dope.
I think
And
for the
he would
Reds for a little
snap
bit.
into
Didn't
a
he?
Slim Jim. Was it the Reds? It might have been the Reds. Yeah, he might have had a cup of coffee in the show, as the pros like to say it. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Macho Man was just fucking dope. I don't
What's your
like how
best
you
Macho?
said insecure, by the way, because you called me insecure.
You caught that.
Yeah, I did catch that. Of course I caught that.
wow. Yeah, yeah.
I catch everything you say. The problem
You
is
know why?
you go
Because-
12 topics ahead and it's hard to go backwards.
Yeah. Do you know why you caught that? Because you're insecure and you're afraid of what people say
No,
about
but
you.
no, because anybody would want a cool nickname. It has nothing to do with your security.
Right. Because you want to be told that you're macho.
But like Randy Johnson, baseball player, nickname, the big unit.
Big unit.
Who wouldn't want that nickname? Does that mean I'm insecure about my penis?
You know what's
I got a great
guys,
penis.
I'm not saying you don't. Trust me. I know my mouth knows. But all I'm trying to tell you is that. That's a sweet name though. Big unit though.
Fucking one of the best nicknames of all time.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you named another person that like you can't say their name without their nickname.
Yeah.
You
Right,
can't say
you can't.
Diamond Dallas. No one says Dallas Page
Right.
or no one says Randy Savage.
Yeah, Macho Man.
It's
Yeah, you
Macho
can't.
Man, yeah.
Macho Man.
So you picked another
And he goes by
good one.
and like I would argue that he goes by Macho more than he goes by Randy Savage.
Yeah, Macho,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, another good one that I didn't include. This is a TNA one. Jay Lethal used to do a Macho Man impression, and he's black, so his nickname was the Black Machismo.
Oh, fun.
And he'd come out and do like a perfect Randy Savage. But Black
I like
Machismo
that.
is
Can you do a Randy Savage show?
I tried
can't.
to. Oh yeah, it's not very good, is it?
That's not good.
Well, I gotta hear it. If I could hear him, I'd do it. Snap into it.
So you just gave up on that. Maybe
I,
be more
hold on,
confident.
I gotta get into character with the whole.
You got it. I got it. I mean, I have nothing.
Do it. Just
There it is.
Do
You got
that
it. Yeah,
thing
you got
where-
it.
where you
Okay,
get the
okay.
crowd.
Power pose.
Snap into it, Slim Joe.
you're not. There's not enough grumble.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
There you go. That's better.
I suck. I suck.
one of the-
I apologize to everyone
Think of
listening and
Spider-Man
watching.
1.
Greatest moment of my life is
Bonesaw. Yeah.
greatest moment of my life is when him and Hulk Hogan teamed up. Saddest moment of my life when they exploded
Oh, the Mega Powers.
and Mega Powers. Yeah, fucking sweet name too. Mega
Do the
Powers.
impression.
I can't.
Oh, well, you're making other people.
Oh,
do
I could do
impressions?
it. Oh yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Did he say
Oh,
brother a
insecure.
lot too?
That's
Slap into
insecure
that
one.
Slim Jim. Ooh, the cream of the crop that rises to the top.
Yeah, cream. Yeah. There's like a
The
montage.
cream of the crop rises to the top.
There's a montage of him like talking about cream, and they cut out all the things, but only include him saying like cream, and it's just him with like a creamer. They're so you gotta look up Macho Man edits. They're one of the funniest things on it, where he can't breathe and he keeps going over and over because he's roided out.
One of the best talkers ever.
Is he?
Yeah,
He
for
just
sure.
fucking yells.
Oh,
That's all you need to do sometimes.
he's incredible. What are you talking about? Back then?
Yeah, but it was nonsense. I guess so. One of my favorite talkers also is a roided out nonsenser. So
Who is he?
we'll
is
get
he coming
to
up
him.
later? Okay,
We'll get
okay.
to him.
Okay. All right, mine. God damn it. I want to do. Okay.
Pulling teeth to pick for Jonah to pick one.
Well, I tell you, because you know what I want to do, which I won't do, is Val Venus to Big Valbowski.
what
is
a dumb
amazing.
fucking one.
That's one of my favorites ever. That's just great. He's like, do the Big Valbowski, because I loved Big Valbowski at the time. And then also we're talking about Big Dick. That's great. That's so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
He's a little porn character, but like nobody knows who that is. I do like the whole storyline where they cut his dick off. That was silly.
Wasn't he? That was Perry Saturn with the mop. No,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, the mop. I'm gonna do Brock Lesnar, Beast Incarnate.
That's pretty good.
I like the ones where it's just like you and it. Like I like Beast Incarnate. I like the what was Hulk Hogan's the Immortal.
Mhm.
Like I like or the what was the Immortal versus the Immovable the immovable object versus the
Yeah.
For Hogan versus Andre
yeah,
the Giant.
yeah. I just like those. I like those names.
So the Beast Incarnate, really.
The Beast Incarnate. I just like that. I just think it's fucking sweet.
I kind of like the next big thing better.
But the Beast Incarnate is also kind of like, ooh. When you find out more about his past, you're like, well, it's kind of a bad name.
No, I mean, he's a beast.
He's married to Sable
He has married a
in
Sable.
real life, who I loved.
Look
Love
back at her.
Sable.
Not as high as you thought.
She's like
Really?
20 years older than him, too. It's really
Yeah.
funny.
Not as high as you remember.
It's a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
Real
Stacy Keebler was one of my all-time favorites, and she was legitimately hot.
Yeah, she was
Clooney
Clooney.
banging her.
Clooney. Yeah.
She had legs for days.
Sable had Mark Marrow, who he had a Johnny Be Good. Great name.
That's a good one
Mm-hmm.
too. All right, what do you got next, my man?
Let me see here. My next one is amazing.
I keep putting my phone away like an idiot. And I have my thing. What's yours? I'm sorry.
Mine's amazing. It is from your guys' time. It is Mark Henry's Sexual Chocolate.
That's a good one.
It's
Oh,
so
that's
fucking good.
easy.
He had like a singlet that said Sexual Chocolate on it. That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. And then I don't even know if he was called Sexual Chocolate when he was fucking Mae Young, that 8-year-old woman.
I forgot about that storyline.
Do you remember that storyline where he like fucks her and then she gives birth to a hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrestling's different now, guys.
Yeah, it's
if
really,
you're listening,
yeah, you should watch it. Yeah.
It's really
But
changed.
Sexual Chocolate is so
yeah,
is
but I feel like I've
so
heard that
good.
1,000 times.
Yeah, from Mark Henry.
True.
He's the one. I mean, like he was an Olympic, or I don't know if he's Olympic. He was a power
Powerlifter,
lifter.
yeah.
He was amazing.
One of
The
the
world's
strongest
strongest
men in
man.
the world,
He
yeah.
actually earned that nickname. So
Yeah.
it's not even that good because he earned it.
Yeah.
But then he went out there as Sexual Chocolate and fucked shit up.
Yeah.
Like, it's awesome. It's so good.
It is crazy how like you're incredible at the sport that you are, and then you get a little too old for it, and all of a sudden WWE's comes knocking on the door. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
then you crush it.
What's amazing how like the Bella twins were just on some reality show, and then someone watched it and was just like, let's make them wrestlers, and they became one of the biggest wrestlers of all time.
Yeah, they're like super over.
That's
Didn't they
super
go into
over.
like Andre the Giant's from France? Didn't they hear about him and have to go like all the way like to some small village to see if he was
Something.
real?
Yeah, I think he was like doing circuses or something.
Yeah.
They're like, is this guy really this big?
Also great name, ninth one of the world. That's a fun one.
That's a great nickname.
Eighth. I'm sorry, eighth.
Yeah,
Oh,
ninth.
because ninth is
China.
China.
Yep.
Right.
Nice.
Noise.
Go ahead, Joe.
All right, my next one. See, I didn't really put mine in order, so maybe I'm going to do this one just so I get.
It's the Val Venus, the Big Valboski.
No,
Oh.
I'm going to do this one because I want to go a little current. Orange Cassidy
Wow.
Whoa.
Freshly squeezed?
from AEW.
Wow.
I love that nickname. Love Freshly Squeezed. His name's Orange Cassidy. I like the aesthetic about it. My buddy Mike got me into him. He's wearing a jean jacket. He just
Good look.
sunglasses. Yeah, something cool about that dude.
I like his little kicks he does.
He's very
His cute
modern,
little
very
kicks.
original. He almost is like Ryan Gosling decided to wrestle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does. He's
he
little,
does.
little Ryan
Yeah.
Gosling.
Yeah. He's a hot guy.
Oh, calm down.
He's a really fucking hot guy, dude. Like he's hot as shit. Like I'll trick. Like no,
I'll
I'm-
freshly squeeze his cock right
well,
now. I'll
yeah,
do it.
I'll do it.
That's
I'll
why
fucking
his
do it.
name's
If you don't think I'm gonna do
Freshly
that, I'll do
Squeezed.
it. I'll do it.
They should call him Milkman because I'm gonna fucking milk him.
And call me the milkman because I'm
Oh,
gonna milk
sorry.
that.
No, yeah. My nickname's the Milkman because I
Right.
milk him in a bucket and
Yeah.
drink his cum.
all over the place.
Damn, I can't outdo
This
him.
video
I
is
try to
not
outdo
gonna do
him.
well on YouTube. No, you can't. You
I can't do it.
No, man, you're taking.
No,
a
we're
knife to a
fine. Also,
gunfight.
we said Milkman. That's fine.
You're right. Good point. Good
That's
point.
fine.
Good point.
I didn't say
You said
like
bucket of though. You did.
that's fine. Cum is a normal word. They can't tell. Now, if I said
Come
jizz,
on now.
If I said jizz, that's different.
God, Kristen too made a great joke about this old woman saying because they were saying positive words, and like in her, she works at a retirement home for
Oh,
like,
yeah.
dementia patients and stuff. And you always have to agree with dementia patients, and I hope she doesn't get mad for butchering her joke. But like, the one old lady says "come," and she's like, "Okay, yeah." She
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
say no to them, so she's like, "All right, everyone, let's spell it," because they would spell out whatever word people chose. She's like, "See." Now you go. she's like, I'm not getting fired over this job
No.
because I couldn't depend with.
You got it.
All right, I couldn't decide which. It's gone.
Hey,
I left. It's left.
Joe, let's leave the jokes to Kristen.
Let's leave the
Yeah,
jokes
and
to
let's
Kristen
leave
to
the
me. A real
mumble into
funny
me, my
comedian.
guy.
I don't know what hit me just then. Normally, I'm not a mumbler.
Yeah, you had a real Jonah moment.
I had a real.
Whoa.
It was a struggle there. All
Okay,
right, so
Jonah.
you're next, Jonah.
I'm gonna go a little old school here.
Okay.
And a little deep. I just love it so much. Neville, the man that gravity forgot.
You said old school, like he doesn't wrestle still.
No, he does, but it's kind of like it's who knows who Neville is anymore. But like the man that gravity forgot, that's a great name. What a great little
I
nickname.
hate that name.
F-
I think
fine.
it's so fucking
Really?
childish.
Fine.
and
Then I'm gonna go
gimmicky.
Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight.
That's better.
Okay,
That's
bruiserweight
really
it
cool.
is.
He made his own weight class. 'Cause
Yeah.
He's just as a brawler.
That's dope.
Bruiserweight.
Yeah, he's cool.
Bruiserweight's great.
That's a dude where his nickname was so cool. I thought that he was cooler than what he was.
Yeah, I wish they booked him bad. He's
Yeah.
only 27 though.
That's insane.
Yeah, he started like at 21 as a huge star.
Also,
so-
fuck both of you for not supporting me on the man that Gravity forgot. That's a great name. It's fun. If you know
It
what,
sounds like a G.I. Joe thing.
I know that's why I love it. Okay, so mine's Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight,
Okay, thank you.
and I did love it. Yeah, he came up with his own weight class.
Yeah, and he's a little guy. He'll just fucking maul you apart.
Molly part.
Okay, mine is maybe you won't know this. Maybe a lot of people won't know this. I'm going with a Ric Flair one. My mortal enemy, Ric Flair, who tried to break one of these cameras here when I met
Right.
him. Yeah, known asshole, Ric Flair. The Alimony Pony.
I didn't
Ric
know
Flair.
This one. Oh, this is old school.
Yeah, fucking hilarious name.
That's funny.
Like he's just being upfront with you.
Yeah.
He's gonna be paying alimony because he's a bastard, but also he's got the locks and the looks of a pony.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Styling and profiling. I came across him on Twitter. It was so, his camera, whoever
Just
runs his
stumbled
Twitter
across.
account is such a perv. Like, but in the
Can I tell
best
you who
way.
runs it? He does.
Ric Flair definitely
For
types it.
sure.
Yeah.
Because, dude, he was at some, I think, bar in Vegas probably. And
I hung out with
the
him at a bar.
server, did you? You got to tell that story for the
Oh, I didn't-
Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Ric Flair's, whoever was running his cell phone, the woman had just perfect everything.
Mhm.
And his camera guy got all of it.
Oh.
Yeah. And I remember just being like, little old man pervert over here.
Yeah, he's a little pervert.
How old is he? Like 70?
He's
he's
yeah,
older
he's
than
70
that.
something. No, he's 70. He looks
no.
older than he
Okay.
is because he's a wrestler.
Look, I know he had his prime and he was one of the best talkers ever.
One of the
Oh,
best
yeah.
talkers ever.
One of the best talkers
Yeah.
ever. And a good wrestler. The
Good
figure
seller.
4 is a dope
Good
thing.
seller.
Great seller.
One of the
Great
best
seller.
sellers.
But my God, the man tits on that guy.
Oh
He's
yeah, he has a
old.
weird chest.
That's what happened. You know why? Because he's drinking 10 to 20 beers a day still.
Was he a Roy guy at one point?
Oh, for sure.
I don't know.
I think he was a Roy guy because he was a fat dude, and then he got in that plane crash, and he lost all that weight, and he looked good, and then because also he was putting on fucking like 60-minute clinics every fucking night, but he was still drinking. Like that dude is like his story. Like, do you ever watch the 30 for 30, Ric Flair?
No, I haven't seen.
Oh my god, he's just like was talking to his doctor and was just like, yeah, after like 20, 30 beers a night. He's like, what? And he's like, oh, is that bad? Like he didn't know.
Oh yeah,
it
I've
was,
seen those clips.
yeah.
He's
My favorite
hilarious.
thing is a couple years ago he got in trouble because someone took a picture of him on like some private chat and he's like going down on some girl and he's like, no, it's my wife. And then they'll go, that's weird because your wife doesn't have a tattoo on her ankle because you could see her ankle by his head.
Oh, it's funny.
I know.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Known asshole.
Known
Ric Flair.
asshole.
But Alimony Pony.
Great name.
God,
Nature
it's so
Boy.
See,
shitty.
I
I
had
don't like it as a
Nature
name.
Boy. I had Nature Boy on my list.
Yeah, he
well,
stole that though. I don't even want
He
to.
did.
Fucking stole that nickname, and then that's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
From another famous guy. The guy. It's not like the guy wasn't famous who had that name.
Yeah.
He just was like, I'm gonna take this.
Yeah.
And then he did. The internet was around for people to fight back.
Styling and profiling.
But they're around to find out that your wife doesn't have a tattoo.
On the ankle, yeah,
On her
yeah.
ankle.
It's time to hang it up.
Yeah.
Can't hide no more.
Just, I don't know. A picture of like a 70-year-old guy going down on some weird.
They keep talking about it.
Do you want me to keep talking about it?
Yes.
Sure. Do you want me to describe it?
No. Okay, is it my turn? Sorry. No, I just went.
just
Sorry,
went.
I was trying
It
to.
is my turn again. I'm calling it audible.
Oh my. Oh, do the audible. No one. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah.
means audible.
It's not really an audible. I have 6 down and
Yeah,
we have
you
to do
tap your
5,
helmet.
so I'm getting rid of one on the fly. I'm going to have the name Big Sexy, Kevin Nash.
We knew that was coming. That was
That
mentioned
was going
last
to
week.
become, we teased Kevin Nash a lot on the episode already, and we talked about him before the podcast. Just, again, one of the cooler entrances. Dude just walked cool with his skinny legs, apparently.
Super skinny legs.
Stood the way he would take one step over the top rope, which is
Love that
fucking
look.
dominance.
Funny guy, too.
Very funny. Hilarious on
On
the mic.
Detroiters.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's the dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he plays the dad. He's
Magic
great,
Mike.
Well, he's from Detroit in real
Magic
life.
Mike,
He's been in
yeah.
a bunch of, he was Super Shredder in
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles too.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And he was the guy.
Punisher.
And Punisher. Yeah, yeah.
Boom.
that's
we
right.
both knew what was going
Yeah.
on. Yeah, he was a Russian.
Does he
Popeye
have a
guy.
small scene in
Got
one of the
small
John
legs.
Wicks where he's like a doorman or
Maybe?
Oh, he is. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the bouncer, and he asked him how he's doing. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a cameo for sure.
Yeah, it was a
100%.
cameo in that.
Great
Wow,
job.
Good call.
Thanks, man. Fucking hit my face on the microphone.
Oh no.
Sorry. Yeah. So Big Sexy, one of the cool. I love the Too Sweet. He came up with the Too Sweet.
Too
The
sweet.
NWO stuff. One of my favorite shit talking he did was when the NWO was breaking into two factions, the Wolfpack.
Wolfpack.
It was really cool, black and red, and then Hogan's thing. He says to Hulk Hogan, he goes, "You got 1 or 100 people behind you willing to stab you in the back, but you don't have to worry about me because I'll shoot you right between the eyes."
All right.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's big sexy.
Big
What
Sexy.
is this? He's like, this is where the big boys play. What is the thing he said? This is where the big boys play. No, okay, whatever. I thought you guys were gonna help me on that one.
I don't know. What
I think it was just
the fuck
WCW.
you're
That's where the
talking
big boys play.
Yeah, but then that's when he came back as the Outsiders. When
Oh,
they
yeah,
came
the
in,
Outsiders,
and then
yeah.
he was just like, "Oh, this you say this is where the big boys play, but like we're here now."
Yeah.
he was such a good talker. He's
great.
underrated as a talker.
I agree.
Yeah, in the WCW, terrible as Diesel.
Yeah,
But guess what? As
Different
a
persona.
child, Jonah loved Diesel.
Yeah,
Won
well, he was made for
196
you.
matches in a row, something like that, right? He
Really?
won yeah, he had a crazy
Yeah, he had a
streak.
little, yeah.
Mhm.
He sucks though.
Those fucking dumb
He was
glasses.
horrible as Diesel, just terrible.
Yeah.
He looked way better with like the gray or
I
blonde
liked
or
his
whatever he
jackknife
had.
power bomb because he like dropped you from that height.
Yeah, it was stiff.
It's stiff.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
good.
It's so
Definitely
good.
way more violent.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Bet. Okay. I think we're on the final ones, yeah?
No, I got 2 more.
Well,
You-
I was going to do the Nature Boy, but I'm going to do this one, which is still my favorite, and I know it's dumb, but I love it. Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
It's classic.
Yeah.
You got to have some classics out there.
But you know what's great is when you have such a shitty song that everybody loves it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so bad. I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. I'm just your boy toy. But just Heartbreak Kid. I think it's just fucking.
You're making me
It's just
laugh.
such a great like, yo, I'm gonna fuck your girl like kind of name.
Yeah.
You know,
It didn't really age well.
it didn't.
Like when he was like older and he was still called the Heartbreak Kid, I'm like,
When he's all like
no, you're
thinning
not.
on top.
Yeah, he's all Christian now and stuff. I'm like, no, it's
Yeah.
not your vibe anymore.
Yeah, but those like
But he's still
few
good,
years. Because you can also use it when he's a heel. When he's a heel, he's still a Heartbreak
Oh,
Kid.
he's great as a heel.
Yeah, with Sherry.
yeah.
And it still worked. You know what I mean? I think it's great.
Yeah, it's all right. HBK. Yeah.
good initials.
Yeah, and that's the thing. This is he's H by H.
Oh my
hate you
god.
guys. I'm
we
sorry.
got him on the ropes. Wrestling team.
Yeah, on the ropes.
All right, here's my favorite. Here's my favorite talker ever. Just fucking nonsense, steroid constantly. Scott Steiner.
Oh, Big Papa Pump.
Absolutely. No, it's not that one.
what
Oh,
do you
the
want?
the
He has-
dog one.
He has 3 that I really like, and I had to pick one. I'm going with the Big Bad Booty Daddy.
Big Bad Booty.
Big Bad Booty Daddy.
That's a fun one.
Scott Steiner, which he also had Big Papa Pump, and then Freakzilla is so good too.
Oh, what
Yeah,
was his?
what
What
my
was
freaks
his,
at?
what was his brother's nickname?
Oh,
Rick
I-
Steiner.
Dogface something.
It was Mad Dog. It was something like
Something
that.
like
It was like
that,
a dog
yeah.
related
Yeah.
thing, yeah. But the Big Bad Booty Daddy, and hearing him say it really fast and he can't get through it is so funny.
Yeah.
I'm the Big Bad Booty Daddy, and it's so funny. It's so long,
So long.
but it's so
Was he the most obvious steroid user of all time?
Yeah, what was his
Probably.
little muscle on the top of his arm? Is
Yeah,
insane.
well,
had
he actually
a
pulled
second
something.
muscle on his both biceps though.
Yeah, I saw he was just on the Chris Van Fleet podcast. I watched all those clips, and he talked about
Farted.
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
No, I
Jonah
didn't.
let out a soft one.
I 100% did not.
You sure?
Yeah,
Have you ever admitted to a fart in your life?
of course I have.
When was the last time you admitted to a fart?
Last time I farted.
Sorry.
This
to
is
interrupt
breaking
you for
news.
that.
Wow.
But I
Speaking of
smell
breaking news.
something.
yeah. Oh,
was
he
you,
did.
you
He
son
shit
of a
his
bitch.
pants.
I didn't fart.
He shit his
I
pants.
didn't.
Oh, I'm not gonna think I'm cute. Sorry, we should keep singing it.
I just put a farty toot. Toot, toot,
All right, you
toot.
ruined it. But yeah, Scott Steiner's great. Have you ever seen the promo of him doing Steiner math?
Oh my God, yes. It's
Have you seen it? It's so
good.
funny. Like
So good.
there's one also where he's talking to Bubba Dudley, and he's like, I get ladies 9 days out of the week, and Bubba goes, there's only 7 days. He goes, I'm the Big Bad Booty Daddy. You don't tell me what to do. Okay? And he goes, English. Like he just talked nonsense. He would introduce people from Dunkin' Donuts, hailing from Dunkin' Donuts in the city of obesity. Like he was just a fucking menace. And Big Bad Booty Daddy is a great nickname for
I
him.
want to get high and watch all these videos.
Yeah.
Oh, the Scott Steiner compilations are so good.
Oh,
they're
they're
so
great.
worth it.
yeah.
Oh my god.
We didn't know what we had when we had it.
Yeah, no. If he was around today, I would be buying
die?
shirts.
No, he's still alive.
No,
Thank
he's still
God.
alive. Yeah, he's fine.
good.
He
Is
can't
his
feel
brother
his.
still alive?
Yeah, Rick. Yeah.
Okay.
Rick was healthier. I got to imagine he's alive. All right, my final one now.
Oh,
We're on my final one.
think I'm cute.
And even though if he were here right now, he'd be giving me shit for looking at my phone so much, I'm still going with Boom Boom
Oh, there
Colt
it is.
Cabana.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look,
Suck
is it
up.
because
Yeah,
of
straight simp for
Fuck
that.
This is
Wow.
a
Suck
simp move.
up.
I'll admit it because he's my buddy. All right.
I would say that he wouldn't say that.
No. I like him more than he likes me. That's for sure.
Oh my god,
But-
that was so funny.
Good dude. Hard worker. Admire a lot of his story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure he won't mind me saying this because he was in the WWE for a second.
Yeah.
Scotty Goldman.
And yeah, it was Scotty Goldman. And it didn't work out, unfortunately. It should have. That's their mistake.
Great
But-
song too.
Yeah, but he didn't let that stop him.
No.
He's like, I love this. I'm good at this. I'm great at this. I'm going to keep doing this. And he built this fan base, like independently outside of the major promotions.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just respected the hell of it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Everywhere we went for a few years, you'd see the I Star of David Colt shirt all over
Yeah.
the place.
And it's great that his nickname is the beginning of his song and it gets a huge pop whenever it comes up. Boom, boom. Go Cabana. Boom,
Yeah.
boom. Yeah.
I liked I was looking up on my phone. I was like, he had another nickname, and it was Classic Colt Cabana.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I like
'cause he has-
that.
he has
I like that one a lot
Coca-Cola
because he
thing.
gets the alliterative classic,
Yeah.
and he was pretty he's pretty classic.
He's
Yeah.
classy, dude.
I think so.
What a sweet little
He's
simp.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
what?
you
You know,
little simp.
if I
Come
didn't
back, Colt. Come back.
come back.
I need tickets, Colt.
Be on the
Promise I didn't mean to be
Colt,
on
my
I didn't
kids
mean to
need
be on my
tickets.
phone the whole time, Colt. I'm sorry.
I was on my phone the whole time, and I haven't explained. I was looking at notes, and that's so then when I told him that, he was like,
I'm
okay.
so happy that's a clip that lives on forever.
Forever.
Of Colt Cabana being like, hey,
Dude, he was on my other podcast once, and I had to like go do something because like my computer was about to die, so I had to go find the charger, and he was just giving me shit for not being professional. Another time I had to yell at my son too, which I felt bad about later.
Oh, no.
Kid was like 3, and I was like, you gotta stay in the goddamn room.
Daddy's working in it.
yeah, it's boom boom. Boom boom's here.
Working.
When I sat back down, and he looked at me like, do I have to call Child Protective Services? I'm like, no, he's fine. All right, what's your last one?
John Cena, Dr. Thugonomics.
Oh, that's so good. I
Yeah.
was thinking about that one. Oh,
Yeah.
what a weird name.
What a fucking perfect, but it just was amazing. And it's crazy what a shitty character that fucking took the world by storm.
yeah. Word
It's-
life.
Yeah. He hit a number, he hit like a top, his album sold
His
like in the-
album's awesome, actually.
is it?
Yeah, it's got his theme song's got
It was in the
thugonomics.
top 20, I think.
Word life. It's a base of thugonomics. Word life.
It's
fucking real good.
Yeah, and I love that he's like heel now, but he's still like, I'm not changing my music. I'm doing shit. I'm still wearing the same jorts. I don't give a fuck. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that's why I love this man so much.
God, the Dr. Thugger, what does it mean?
I
What
don't
the fuck
know.
does that mean?
But
Like,
you know
is it
he
economics,
was
but is it
high
like
out
dirty
of his.
dealing?
You just know he's high out of his mind, and he came up with it, and he was just like, that's it.
My
That's
he a
hero,
stoner?
my
I think he
hero
used to
doesn't
be.
do that. My hero does not get stoned.
No.
John Cena,
He does not do anything bad.
really? Like make his girlfriend sign a 17-page contract when they move in?
That's a prenup. He's just
They
being,
weren't married at the time.
he's being
What did he do to Brie Bella?
my hero is being safe with his assets.
I love John Cena, and I respect the fact that he's just like, all right, you want to move to me? These are the rules. And you're like, how do I know those are rules? I'm like, it's in paper, motherfucker.
He's married now.
Yeah, to a girl that looks just like Nikki Bella.
No, to a Persian
Who
billionaire.
looks just like Nikki Bella. She's a billionaire? Shut up.
I don't think billionaire, but close.
They have kids now? No wonder. Weird.
I don't think they have kids. No.
I think
No, he didn't want kids. That's the whole fucking gimmick.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I think that she got pregnant. That was a weird thing because Nikki also got pregnant. Listen, I was a big Total Bellas fan.
Don't talk about my hero like
Don't
this.
talk about Total Bellas, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Don't talk about my hero like this ever.
Why would I ever talk that?
I can't even see him.
God damn. that
He
was good.
ruined it. He got us. Oh, he got us.
Yeah.
Oh, what a checkmate. Okay, here's
I was at the press release for Royal Rumble, and when he was being kind of like a little heel turny, we were like, what the fuck's going on here? And he's so incredible seeing like his energy that fills the room is like, oh, this guy's a fucking star.
Yeah.
Star. We should cover up that bald spot in the back though, but like star.
Yeah. We should get a little tan. Just a little.
Just a little bit.
10%.
Right.
God damn it. It's bad. It's fucking blinding.
I'll tell you, I'm excited for your final one, Austin.
Thank you. Well, it's probably mine's the final one because I'm going with a new one I quite like. I think it's perfect. No one's ever done it for some fucking reason, but I don't think anyone else can pull it off. I'm going with the final boss, The Rock.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
final boss is a great
It's
name.
so good.
God, but like I was thinking, I was like, why does no one else have done that? Because that's so good, but like no one else can because it's not believable.
Yeah.
unless it is literally The Rock, but also he is the boss. So you have to have both to make it work. Like
Yeah.
Triple H could have been the final boss technically if he was still wrestling. But
Yeah.
Rock, but something about The Rock saying, "Don't you fuck with the final boss."
Right.
And when he calls himself the final boss, he starts whipping people with a belt.
Yeah,
I'm like,
And he
what
brings
the
that,
fuck is happening?
Like that video game energy into it as well.
Oh,
where,
with the
like,
lightning.
the final boss.
Oh, when he
Yeah,
comes out. Oh,
because like Triple H doesn't have the bravado to pull off like final boss energy. But like
I don't know.
The
When he
Rock
comes out as the game,
that's amazing.
the
It's
game
so
is a good
sweet.
so good too.
But like, he doesn't have that kind of like cockiness that The Rock does, where he's just like,
Well,
the
yeah, The
final-
Rock owns it. He is the final. I
He
mean,
is the
like
final
literally in storyline and in behind the scenes, he is both.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy how perfect
Yeah.
it is. It's just so good. The final, the way he says it, I wish I could do it. The final boss. He like skips it really quick, and he's so mad and spitting shit the whole time.
oh, the lead up to last WrestleMania when he's being so mean to the audiences was so funny.
Yeah, I slapped the herpes off your lips. He always does STD jokes.
Yeah, or like
Is-
you guys are drug addicts.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like, oh, there's a lot of meth that goes around here. Because
Yeah.
he was in Arizona when he said that.
Is The Rock the greatest talker in wrestling history?
I don't know. He's the greatest insulter, but
Yeah.
you have to
He's
have
the funniest.
You have to have other things though to be a great talker. I don't know if he ever really sold me on a match based on like him being like, "I hate you. I want to do this." Now he sold me, but he didn't even fight Cody. It was a different thing.
Yeah.
But he's a great insulter, and he's really funny, and he gets me excited to see him talk. But in terms of talking, you also need to sell me on the match. That's the
it's
whole
like,
point of talking.
It's like why Eminem's a good freestyler is because he's like funny. You know what I mean? Like you have to be kind of funny, and
Yeah.
like The Rock is funny and smart.
Yes.
And super smart, and like I think he's one of the best talkers for that reason, for sure.
like,
But John Cena got The Rock.
John Cena to me might be better just because he sells me on a match. Like he
Yeah.
sold me on this Cody match, even though we were really excited, and then we're kind of like, what the fuck's happening? And then he
Yeah.
did one thing where he explained to Cody, "You're my chauffeur." He sold me on the match without needing to be funny, and I'm like, that's huge. If you can do that, that's great. Punk does that. He's really good at
Punk's
that.
really good at it, too.
Exceptionally at like being funny and being like when he told The Rock, "Your arms are too short to box with God." It was unbelievable.
What a great line.
Fucking crazy. And then I'm
Right.
like, oh, I can't wait to watch them beat the shit out of each other now.
Yeah.
So good. Batista was pretty good.
Was
Triple
he?
H is
I always
good.
thought he was bad. Okay.
No, Batista's great.
Kevin Owens is incredible.
Oh, God, he's so good.
He's so good.
Oh.
But you know what's great about Cena and The Rock? I think more Cena and I guess Punk as well is like when they're going toe to toe with somebody and somebody screws up, you can see them catch it and you can see them like got your ass.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it's like the whole like when The Rock wrote his shit on his hand and he noticed that and was just like, "Yo, motherfucker, you wrote that in your hand." It was
Yeah.
great.
Currently today, I think the best talkers are Cody or Drew McIntyre.
I don't think Cody's good. He's not a good
You're
shit
fucking-
talker.
What?
No, he's a great talker. He's a good like hype guy, but he's just not a good toe to toe guy. I don't think.
I don't know about
You don't think
that.
so?
That's a little crazy.
I feel like Cena
as a
decimated him.
as a face to be able to do that as a good guy is
True,
crazy.
okay, that's
'Cause
a
it's
good
way
point.
easier
That's
as
a
a
really
bad
good
guy
point.
to be like, I'm gonna fucking kill your family. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh shit. Like
That's a
Cody
good
Rhodes
point.
can't go out there and be like, I'm gonna fuck your wife. Like he can't say that. That's
Yeah.
a real easy out. But like Drew McIntyre is amazing, and Gunther I think is really good because he can actually beat the shit out of you, and then he's like, you're nothing. He'll look at you and he'll be like, I'll just choke you out right now.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, okay. Like I believe him.
I believe
Yeah.
it. I believe it too. Yeah.
So yeah, that's.
You got a great list, my man.
Thank you. I thought mine was a little weird.
No,
I like
was great.
being kinda
That's
out
good.
of
Everyone had
pocket.
their own thing. I was more nostalgic based. You were weirder. I don't know what I'd call yours. Like
Give me a compliment
get
right
it,
now.
Like it was.
Give me a compliment. Do it.
fun. You're the funniest. You're funny.
I thought you would have
That's
picked
the
more
nicest
like
thing.
weird ones.
I had some. I had some weird ones in there. I just
Heartbreak Kid.
love it because I just loved him and really he has fucking Diamond Dallas
I
Page.
No, that's
Macho
fine because
Man.
he's a fucking. He like watched it a long time ago and he hasn't been in the loop lately.
Yeah, but Diamond Dallas is still a good fucking name.
So it's a Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah, but like I just expected more from you, Jonah. You had Nature Boy on there. Like what the fuck? You couldn't.
I love the name. I think
You
it's
know
a
what
great
the
the
name.
fact you didn't have Sexual Chocolate is bullshit.
Yeah, but I had the Big Balboski.
Okay, great. Then pick that
And
one.
Dr. Thugonomics.
You said, "Oh, that's an honorable mention." For me.
Dr. Thugonomics made me laugh. That's
Great. That was the only good one.
the only good one? The only good one.
The only good one would be a good nickname.
Oh,
That
Like
actually
you're
would
a
be
white
great.
guy. And you're making this
Yeah, one of
Oh,
the
if you're
good,
I'm one of the good
mind.
ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you're like one of the good ones.
I'm
You're
one
like,
of the good
oh,
ones, I
yeah.
promise.
the only good one.
God, that's really funny. Great.
That'd be a good name for my next special.
The only good one.
Yeah.
Oh, that is good. Write that down.
I
I'm
like
going
the indie wrestlers that kind of fuck with the names. Like I think there's Cocaine, which is like a Kane, but he's addicted to coke, and it's very funny.
Oh, okay.
It's funny.
Yeah,
Wait,
fun.
did Jeff Asmus have a thing where he was called like the only funny white guy? Is that too close?
I think he has a special that he called that.
so maybe
Yeah,
that's too close.
Yeah, maybe.
It's fine.
Fuck him.
well, fuck him.
Stealing it like Ric Flair.
Nice.
Everyone, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a great WrestleMania weekend. Get together with the
And Easter.
fellas and the lads and the ladies and the everyone, the bunnies. Get together on Easter and get together in life.
Yeah.
Just get
It's
together.
really
man.
fucking weird.
We're
It's
all
on-
loopy.
Do you
right now.
remember when a couple episodes ago you were like, I thought you were gonna land that plane, but you didn't?
That was me just now.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
man.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird.
You
that-
had it too. I saw it in your eyes. I was like, oh, he's got something.
I had something. Well, when you threw Easter in, I wanted to.
Sorry.
Your
No, it
eyes
wasn't
lit
your
up like
fault.
fucking Christmas.
sorry.
It
I
was
had something
adorable.
today.
Well, it's weird
Fucked
that
it
it's
up.
Easter,
God damn it.
WrestleMania, and 420 day.
Oh,
Yeah.
man,
What
I
a
can't wait
weird
for that
fucking day that is. Also, it's the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix in F1, but that's beside the point. Crazy busy
That's
day.
all Sunday?
Yeah, that's my whole day is going to be the Grand Prix in the morning, WrestleMania at night, and Easter in between. My family's going to
In
hate it.
between.
I can't wait.
I mean, good thing for me, my whole family's dead, so I can just watch WrestleMania.
No Easter chocolate for you, bitch. You can't stick your little wiener in it.
No, my little wiener.
Have you seen that sketch? That's one of my favorite SNL sketches. The Easter sketch. This has to do with this, I promise. Is the Michael Keaton one where he's sitting in a chair and he goes through an Easter basket and he just looks at the camera, pulling shit out and saying weird stuff. He's like, "Oh, it's a bunny. This one's not hollow. So how are you gonna get your little wiener in there?" And then he just looks at the camera for 10 seconds and then he just puts it down, picks up a new thing.
Dude,
It's
goat.
you gotta watch it.
That was
It-
the whole
it's-
sketch.
It's just him picking up shit from a basket and being really like serial killer. It's
Dude,
really weird.
Keaton's
Sorry.
the
Well, this
goat.
is an hour in, so we can say
the
it.
goat.
Keaton was a stand-up comedian, so he's got those chops.
Oh, he's so good.
Jonah,
Joe
Austin.
Yeah.
Austin.
We got
Yeah.
no time
Yeah.
to plug. Although Austin's
Yeah.
killing it on Instagram right now with some really funny videos. Follow Let's
you.
Get Dumb on Instagram. Follow Jonah Jerkins on Instagram. Follow myself on Instagram. My YouTube channel, the podcast YouTube channel. Look us all up. We appreciate the support. All of you guys who listen and tell everyone about the podcast. We love you so goddamn much.
So
We really do.
goddamn much.
Happy WrestleMania weekend. Snap into a goddamn Slim Jim and have a good time.
Yeah.
All right.
Landed
cheers.
that
Thank
plane.
you.
You
Yeah.
landed that
We
Yay.
landed it.
Yay.
Boom, boom.
Go Cabana.